What's up guys, LitPower here, just bringing you guys here to another Wi-Fi battle. This is another not live, what am I saying? It's a post-commentary battle, and for you new subscribers you might be wondering, what the hell, post-commentary on my channel? Yes, I do this also every week on a Saturday, and you'll see it's definitely a different style, and I do put a lot of effort into these, so hopefully you like these just as much as the live battles, and you will still get 2 live battles a week, just as usual. But either way, this is a battle against HispterHypno, a fellow YouTuber and also a fellow friend of mine. He's a pretty swell guy. I'll put team preview for you guys up here, and yeah, he's a pretty swell guy, and I was like, yeah man, let's have a battle, whatever. And this is up a day late. This is usually up on Saturdays because he wouldn't trade me his Pokemon, like his Heatran, Raikou and Archeops, so the little team icon thing over here. But you know, it's cool. I had to gen them or whatever and get someone else to trade me the Heatran. And yeah, it was just a bit of a pain, I suppose, but like, you know, usually get this on Saturdays, and I apologise for it being late. But either way, as you can see on his team though, I think I told him it was Yu or something. Yeah, I told him it was Yu match. So I brought the same standard team I used against Shady, so that's the one you'll recognise. But I think I won't be having any more battles with this team, at least not the exact team. I think I've got another one with a couple slightly different Pokemon. I'm not entirely sure, don't even know anymore. But I'm looking at his team and I figured, okay. I'm really loving the Cypher as opposed to just seeing Scizor all the time. And the Cypher, I was like, oh awesome, I'm loving the look of his team, and yeah, it just sounds good. So I guess there's nothing else to talk about, so I guess we'll just get straight into the battle right now. So like I said, it's a battle against Daniel / HispterHypno, and I don't know what, I let off my Conker there thinking I could probably hit hard if he sent out his Heatran or something to set up Stealth Rocks. That's what I thought, but he says in this, and I was really tempted to go for Ice Punch, but I think I just went for Drain Punch, thinking he's probably going to go for U-Turn. I was really scared of the, what's it called, Aerial Ace or Acrobatics or something, so I was kind of wanted to switch out, but then I thought actually more likely than not, and I'm like, oh wait, so I go for Drain Punch, and I probably should have just gone for Ice Punch anyway, because that would have been super effective hit. So I was like, damn it, why did I just go for Ice Punch? That would have been perfect. But you know, it is what it is, and what can you do about it? So now I'm sitting here, I figure, okay, I might as well go for Fire Punch. I mean, because I thought maybe a Burn would be a lot better or something. I don't know. I guess Ice Punch still would have been better, but I stay in and go for Fire Punch because I know he's going to Spore something. I didn't have anything to counter Spore. I had no Grass types, no anything. So I thought Conkeldurr will just have to go to sleep. So I didn't want really anything else getting to sleep. So that's why I just got as much damage as possible before I went to sleep. And yeah, I'm just like, okay, now I'm going to switch out before he starts setting up or leech seeding or whatever he wants to do, and I don't know. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch out. I'm not entirely sure what I switch out into. I kind of forgot. What do I switch into? Switch out into my Haxorus, thinking actually I can use this to start setting up now, and to like start setting up Dragon Dances, because oh yeah, this is a slightly different team. What am I talking about? Yeah, because I've got different Haxorus on. So yeah, you won't be seeing the same team from Shady. Sorry about that, guys. Because obviously this is a shiny Haxorus, and the other one was a normal Haxorus. But this one I'm going to go for Dragon Dancer, just trying to set up in its face, because thinking, okay, great, it went for Giga Drain, which obviously didn't do anything, but he is starting to gain a lot more health now. So I think, okay, he doesn't switch out, which I probably would have preferred, but unfortunately he didn't, so I'm just going to have to stay in and Dragon Dance, I get +1/+1. He goes to Sludge Bomb. I'm thinking I should be able to live this, and I'm like, please don't poison, and thank God it didn't poison, because I was like, I know that thing's a 30% chance, and now I know I can't live another Sludge Bomb, so I just kind of have to go for Dragon Claw, and that's exactly what I do, and I'm like, come on, please don't be that bulky, Amungus, please don't be that bulky, and it just takes it out, and I'm like, yes, Haxorus, I could get like some mini sweep going on here. So it sends in Kabutops, which is a Cypher. I was so confused, I thought he had a Kabutops. And you'll see I go for Poison Jam, because for a brief moment I thought, oh, this thing's Grass type, I'll go for Poison Jam. I don't know why I thought that. I should have gone straight with Dragon Claw. I know. But it doesn't end up mattering. Unless Dragon Claw would have OHKO'd, it wouldn't have mattered, basically, is what I'm saying. So now I send in my Your ability, and I'm going to trace his Technician. So I'm thinking, oh, that's great. Now I can get extra boost on Icy Wind, which is nice. So I thought Icy Wind's going to definitely OHKO. But he switches out, so I'm like, okay, whatever. What's he going to switch out into? And he switches out into Heatran. I'm like, oh, great. That's probably the one thing I didn't want to send in. But I guess that's why he sent it in, because obviously it's a really good counter. So Paragon 2 goes for Icy Wind. Look at that Technician boost. Woo! Look at that power. But yeah, so I get the speed drop, which is nice. I'm not entirely I'm pretty sure this is a bulky variant as opposed to an offensive one. So I guess the speed drop doesn't matter too much. But now I predict the Stealth Rocks, predicting him to switch out. So that's why I go for the Magic Coat, and I'm like, come on, please, go for Stealth Rocks, go for Stealth Rocks. And he goes for Stealth Rocks, and I'm like, woo, what a prediction. And yeah, so now I get Stealth Rocks on my side. That's great. So now I'm going to switch out. I actually was tempted to go for Magic Coat again, just to see if he'll go for Stealth Rocks twice, and I just was going to bounce it back. And luckily I went into Swim Guard. I'm thinking he went for Will-O-Wisp. Firstly, for the residual damage if I stayed in, and secondly, if I use a magic bounce again, magic coat, I would have bounced it back and he would have got the flash fire boost, which would have been a really nice play. I predict him to switch now because I thought he didn't want to stay in against a ground type. I thought he wouldn't want to switch out because he doesn't have an air balloon, but no, he just stays in, and I'm just like, great. That's why I went for Dracometer, thinking something else would come in that like the Archeops, and I wanted to hit something really hard, and unfortunately not. He just stays in, and now he knows I'm choice specs. I'm pretty sure he's seen the Battle of Shady. So I have to switch out, and he gets like a free Lava Plume. So I know he's probably going to go for Lava Plume, because he's not going to go for Will-O-Wisp, because I'm still in here. I don't know. I just feel like Lava Plume was probably the best move he'd go for. And yeah, so I sent in my Dory, my specially defensive tank, and it's obviously going to be resisted hit. And he does go for the Lava Plume, so that's a very nice prediction on my part. And obviously Dory's going to eat that up like easily. It's like, no. Wow, that was so gay. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so I get left recovery, and that does absolutely nothing. So I'm looking pretty strong in here, and he takes leftover recovery as well. So okay, now he's probably going to switch out. So I'm going to go for Acid Armor because I know he can't touch me, and if he tested to send in something that's a physical attacker, I'll get really good physical and special attack. And it turns out great because, like I said, Kabutops gets killed by the Stealth Rocks, which I bounced back, which ended up being really amazing because he probably just used it as Death Falter. I'm not entirely sure if you remember Stealth Rocks were there, or probably just thought, oh great. So now I go for Acid Armor, I'm thinking great, now I've got free Acid Armor, I've got great defense and great special defense. I'm going to be quite a nasty wall to this guy. So yeah, other than that, he sends in his Raikou, and I'm thinking great, I know it's going to be super effective electric type move, but I can still live it. So I'm just going to go for the Scald, whatever, and I think he just goes for the Volt Switch just to switch out straight away, which is fair enough on his part, but we'll have to see. I'm pretty sure he goes for it. Yeah, he gets a Volt Switch, and it does actually a lot of damage. I was actually really surprised by the damage. I was like, Jesus, I'm like max special defense. But he takes Life Orb damage, which is very nice to know that he's got Life Orb, so because that ends up mastering a little bit in the future. So, he says what I say, and I'm like, whatever, okay, Scald's going to get this. It's going to be half damage because of the sun, which is unfortunate, but, it's like, what can you do? I can't really do much about that. So I just go for Scald, and it's going to do, like, gets him down to half with Stealth Rocks as well. So I'm thinking that's great, and I'm thinking maybe I could live a Solar Beam, which is why I stayed in for it. Gets much damage as Scald. I didn't really want to send anything else on a Solar Beam, because I thought I had the Acid Armor up. I thought maybe that'd be useful. I don't know. But either way, it gets a Solar Beam, and I don't end up living it. My Gelatin isn't as bulky as I thought it was, and yeah, so Gelatin goes down, and that's unfortunate. But now he's looking pretty strong in there with the Ninetales. But either way, I'm going to send him a Fly God. I'm not going to over-predict last time, because last time I didn't predict. So this is exactly why I go for the Earth Power now, as opposed to over-predicting and going for like a Dracometer or something. And that's great. And he knows I'm choice specs, so so he's probably going to... He obviously sent in his Archeops afterwards, and that's like whatever. But so I'm taking burn damage, which is not too bad, I suppose, but it kind of ends up mattering later on. But as a mix, so he sends in his Archeops, like I said. Obviously knows I'm choice the specs into Earth Power, and I can't really do anything. So I send in my Your Ability to just kind of wall this guy. I'm not entirely sure what he wants to do. But yeah, I trace his Defeatist or whatever, so I'm thinking, great, yeah, more double special. No, wait. Oh, I don't even get double, do I? I just get that's kind of like a crap ability to trace. Because if I for some reason during the battle I thought, yes, I get more attack power now. But then I realised, no, it actually just halves mine when I get less than half. So that's really poop. But either way, I think I just go for the Icy Wind. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, no, I switched it in on the... no, I go for Recover. Okay, predicting maybe some hit. I'm not entirely sure. So I go for Recover, and this guy goes for Aura Sphere, I believe. And that's unfortunate for me, because Aura Sphere is going to do a decent amount of damage. Actually, it does like a lot of damage, a lot more than I thought it would. And now I'm thinking, okay, he's taking more life up damage. Yeah, that's why he did loads of damage, because he had a crit. And I was like, are you serious? Firstly, when he got that crit just open up in the game, and I was like, what the hell? But then I go for Tri-Attack. I don't get any status inducing effects, unfortunately. But yeah, other than that, I just send in Sumo again, thinking I'm just going to use this to make it, I predict this Aura Sphere again. I send in Sumo to take the Aura Sphere. I just chucked Assault Vest on it, and Assault Vest Conkeldurr there is too good. Because now I'm thinking, great, he's taking more and more Life Orb damage, which is exactly what I wanted. He goes for Volt Switch, which is great, because I end up living it, and that's amazing. And I just go for Drain Punch and whatever he wants to send in, just in case I wake up. And when he switches back in, Stealth Rocks are going to really weaken him, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, So he sends in Archeops, and I'm like, okay. So I'm still asleep. I'm like, great, I don't get a Dream Punch charge. And I thought, in the off chance that I get a Mach Punch, I'll wake up, and I do wake up, go for that Mach Punch, thinking, great, now he's left in half, he gets like a Defeatist ability or whatever, he goes for Stone Edge, and I'm just like, okay, I should have realised from previous times that this thing is like somewhat choiced, either choiced Banded or choiced Scarf, but I didn't realise that before, and I sent in my Porygon 2, and I ended up just sacrificing it for no reason. I didn't even know why I sent it in, it was just the worst idea ever. I thought I'd get a Recover off, but I don't know, it was stupid. But when he goes for Stone Edge again, I'm thinking, why would he go for Stone Edge? He had a move that could kill me, and this is when it clicked that he was like choiced. No, this is, I send out a Crocodile now, get the Intimidate or whatever, and then he goes for Stone Edge again, and I'm like, why would he go for Stone Edge on this? Why didn't we just go for U-turn? And that's when I thought, oh my god, it was choiced. I could have saved my Porygon 2 for later. And that ends up sort of mattering in the battle. But now he goes to Stone Edge, and that's when I thought, what the hell? I go for Thief because that's my only attack that can kill it. I can use Stone Edge as well, but I didn't want to miss or whatever, so that's why I just go for Thief. You might be wondering I run Thief because I have Citrus Berry, so when my Citrus Berry breaks, I end up taking the item afterwards. So now this Raikou comes out, and I wish I had my Porygon 2 for Death Alter right now, because he's obviously going to go for Aura-Sphere. I would have sent him my Porygon 2. Would have been amazing, because then he would have died from Life Orb, but unfortunately I have to send in my Flygon, because I know this Crocodile is useful for his Heat Run. This Flygon, not so much, so that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I know Heat Run's more specially defensive. So he sends in, he goes to go Aura Sphere, it doesn't end up killing me, but the Burn ends up killing me. So he dies from Life Orb, I die from Burn, and now it's a 1-1 situation. It would have been a 2-1 situation, I would still have Flygon sitting in the back, which would have been the better play if I didn't just carelessly sacrifice my Porygon to the, to the Archeops god out there. But now he's hitting Heated more, and I figure, okay, great, okay, 4 times super effective Earthquake, I've got no attack investment, hopefully this can just kill it, and I'm pretty sure I can just leave like a Lava Plume anyway, or whatever he wants to go for, so I'm just kind of hoping. Intimidate obviously doesn't matter, and this is a very tense moment. I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen, and then I go for Earthquake, and I'm like, come on, yes, I outspeed at least, that's great, and then yes, and it takes it out, and I take that victory, very close 1-0 victory, and that was an amazing game hit per. I mean, I'm loving UU more and more. I swear, UU is like such a good tier. I'm just going to put the DS down here. UU is such an amazing tier. I absolutely love it. And hopefully you new subscribers out there from Shay's channel like the little post-commentary videos I do those every Saturday. But don't worry, if you're here for the live battles, you didn't really like this as much, then it's no worries, because I do those twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays preferably, as long as they're not late. But usually they're not late because they don't take as much editing to do, and I don't have to do all the Pokemon stuff. And yeah, so I'm sorry for being late again, but if you guys want to battle me, because some of you have been commenting on videos like, yo, how do I get a battle with you, blah 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 blah, just follow me on my Twitter, because that's where it's going to be. I think it's always linked in the description. I'm not entirely sure where it is anymore, but anyway, follow me on my Twitter. I think it's on the outro and stuff like that, because that's where you can get a battle with me. I tweet out when I need a battle, and you just have to reply to the tweet, as simple as that. Bob's your uncle sort of thing. And yeah, I guess I hope you enjoyed the video today. I don't have nothing else to say. Yeah, I have nothing else to say, so I guess I'll just see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it, and farewell.